I got to say the Shema this morning at the beach. I got to say the Shema this morning with one of the newest Jews on the face of this earth. Yameng is here with us tonight with her soon-to-be family. They really already are family. But she met this kid that I knew. I watched him grow up here. Tyler was in my confirmation class, and it seems like yesterday that we were all learning down there. And he's grown into this man, incredible guy. And he met this incredible woman, and they fell in love, and they're going to get married. And along the way, you made the decision that you were going to honor Judaism in a way that is just absolutely incredible. And you officially did that this morning by choosing to become a Jew. And we're going to formalize that in some ways today by presenting a certificate to you and bringing you up here in a moment to take the Torah. But I want to explain two important things that are going on here tonight. One is the cantor mentioned at the beginning of the service. Sunday is actually the saddest day on the Jewish calendar. Tisha B'Av, meaning the 9th day of the Jewish month of Av. Supposedly on this day, the temple was destroyed not once, but twice. The temple was the heart, was the soul of Judaism, and it was destroyed the last time by the Romans sweeping into Jerusalem. There are other moments, other awful things that supposedly took place on this 9th day of Av. And so, especially with the destruction of the temple, it seemed like the end of Judaism. And so there was a day of fasting and mourning that was proclaimed and established that is still embraced and practiced by Jews across the world in many communities. In many liberal communities, because it often falls in the middle of summer, well, it usually does, just like it does now, it's often overlooked. It's often forgotten. And so we could have a huge discussion about at what point should we ever stop mourning the destruction of the temple. That's a whole other sermon discussion. But tonight, what I want to talk about is that on this weekend when we remember something terrible, we have proof that what's absolutely is amazing is that, so the temple was destroyed in the year 70. Right now, we got proof that Judaism is growing. We're going to bring up Rachel, as she has chosen her name. She picked us. She chose us. She selected us. And we're stronger because of it. And on top of it, I think it's so beautiful that you are here as a family tonight to remember the patriarch. You have the matriarch here. And you're remembering the patriarch. So it's a heavy day as well. But at the same time, how his spirit is certainly in this room right now. And how overjoyed he is that his family has just grown in an incredible way today. So I'd like to bring up the engaged couple onto the bima. This isn't the ufruf, not yet. This is simply a celebration of a Jew by choice. And I want to present something special to her. Tyler, I want you to help me present this to you. Do you want to, so can I see this? So at the beach, I have a tallis that sits in the back of my car. That is my conversion tallis. It goes to the beach with me and I wrap every convert in it. It's designed to be wet. Now, you said, as you watched your fiance get wrapped in that tallis, you said, I gotta get her one. And I gotta get her the red one. Because red being a powerful symbol in China. Yeah. And look at this, already today, they went out and they purchased this amazing red tallit. Look at this. Where'd you guys get it?
I know, I'm going shopping. I had a few towels.
So I want to ask that you wrap this around your keys. And as we do, can we say the Shehetianu?
Of course.
The Shehetianu, you said, in the beach today the blessing that says, thank you, God, for allowing us to reach this holy and sacred moment.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'et b'yamin b'timanu v'b'yamin natan hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'et b'yamin b'timanu v'b'yamin natan hazeh.
There are three questions that we ask at a conversion, the Beit Din. We ask if you are converting by your own free will, and nobody's forcing you to convert. We ask that we know that you've come on an incredible journey, that as you become a Jew, are you fully embracing all of our practices and traditions, which might mean that you're leaving some practices and traditions behind. And the third, I always find the hardest one to ask. And by the way, this woman answered these questions with flying colors today. But the third is the powerful one. And we always talk about the fact that as Jews, we know that it's awesome to be Jewish. But we know that with Judaism comes the target on our back. And that there have been times throughout history when people have gone after us simply because of one of the labels we carry, the Jewish label. Tonight, it is such an honor to welcome you. We did it at the beach. But tonight I want to do something special. That tall Torah there in the ark, that Torah scroll is 350 years old. It comes from a city called Poland, Czechoslovakia. And in May of 1942, the Nazis walked into that town and took all the Jews away. And so that Torah became an orphan. In the 1980s, it made it here, and it's been our heart and our soul. I want to ask you now to carry that Torah around our community, around your community. It's yours. You make it stronger, and you prove to us on this weekend when we remember one of the awful destructions, many of the awful destructions that took place in our history. You remind us that we're still growing, and we're still strong, and miraculous things continue to happen. If you can, please rise with us. into the ark and it comes to a rest. Close it there and make it official. And I look around the room and I just am amazed at how many people in this room, you could be seated, relax. How many people in this room have made a similar choice and have made us stronger? It fills me with such joy. But it is now official, Rachel, Bat Abraham Sarah, that no one can question your Judaism, your faith, your spirituality. You're one lucky guy, you are one lucky woman. Watching as you studied, I got to Skype with them because they live in New York. Watching his face as they learned was part of the joy in this process. I'm honored to present you with this.
Siman Tov,